because this one has the best claim to be the son of Tesla or daughter to break the tyranny of that awful cliche.
What's up, guys? I'm back like I never left. In this video, we're going to be talking about Arrival. Now, this company is going to be doing a reverse merger and going public. We're going to go over in detail to go over exactly what their technology is all about, and does this company has the potential to be the next Tesla. So we're going to go over in detail, look at exactly their technologies, and also go over why Cramer said that this company can be the next Tesla, the son of Tesla. So I'm going to cover this important information in this video, so make sure you stay tuned. Now let's get right into the video. Before I get into the video, I appreciate if you can hit the like button. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop it in the comment section below. So as you can see right here, we have CIIC, which is going to be the company that's going to be merging with Arrival. The ticker symbol is going to be CIIC. The stock is up 26.4% to the upside. And we're going to see a video exactly what Cramer thinks about this company. Usually when he mentions anything positive of a company, the stock definitely reacts to the upside, and there's going to be buying pressure towards the company. So that might have an effect on it, why the company has been bouncing significantly to the upside after it sold off to $17 to start to bounce back higher. So we're going to go and check out exactly what he thought of this company and the valuation. And later on, we're going to go and see exactly what the technology about this company is.
I think it makes a ton of sense that Arrival starting with commercial markets rather than trying to, say, fight with Tesla for a piece of the consumer. Electric fans are low-hanging fruit for companies that want to get credit for protecting the environment. And these days, that's a lot of them. They want to meet all these ESG targets that are very aggressive. Meanwhile, when you see Hyundai and Kia putting their money on the line in something like this, that's very encouraging. When you see UPS ordering thousands of vans, well, that'll make a terrific case study. And we know UPS is serious about going green. Even better, Arrival's a British company with a distinctly European vibe. That's a big deal because Europe is way ahead of the United States when it comes to enthusiasm for electric vehicles and mass transit in general. Finally, let's talk valuation. And this is what I think is going to have a lot of people upset, and it's going to take a leap of faith, except for the younger people who don't even want to listen to what I'm about to say. Arrival's merging with CIIG, okay? That's the CIIG merger. And if the company can come anywhere close to meeting its projections over the next few years, the valuation actually seems pretty reasonable. With CIIG stock trading at 21 and change, that translates into about $12.4 billion valuation for the combined company. Given that Arrival's talking about doing $5 billion in sales for 2023, well, that would mean the stock selling for 2.4 times sales in the out years. Nothing crazy about that at all, as long as they hit their targets. Of course, that does require a huge leap of faith. I think there's more reason to believe in Arrival than most of the other electric SPAC plays. But at the end of the day, this is still an early stage company. It's still speculation, okay? A lot of things could go wrong. I'm telling you this because I don't want you to be disappointed if the stock suddenly goes down $10 in a day, because you're thinking about longer term here, the bottom line. As much as I like this story, I think you can be patient. Arrival won't even merge with CIIG until sometime in the first quarter of next year. And you almost always get a better entry point with these SPAC deals when you wait for the stocks to come in. That's why I'm saying it's speculative and you could get a big drop here. But given how much this one's already pulled back this week, I'm giving you my blessing to start picking at it tomorrow. Then I want you to wait for maybe a better pitch. If it comes down below 1750, you can buy it hand over fist, because this one has the best claim to be the son of Tesla or daughter to break the tyranny of that awful cliche.
As you saw from the video, that he's mentioned that this company can potentially be Arrival, can be the son of Tesla. So now let's check out exactly the detailed video going over exactly how they're going to be manufacturing their cars and what makes this company special when it comes to their technology. So we're going to go watch this detailed video. So let's check it out.
Today we'll take you through how we do that. We'll show you the products, we'll show you our components, how we get the cost down and how we increase the innovation in the vehicle. And we'll show you our robotic cell, which is one of the enablers for the microfactory. And you'll also get a first look at our composite plant. One of the ways we drive our costs down is through the use of these pioneering microfactories. So all of the technologies are designed upfront to be assembled using a low footprint, low capex microfactory. What's important about these microfactories is they can be deployed anywhere. You don't need any special buildings, you can use existing warehouses, and you can convert them to production plants very quickly. So this is actually a fundamental change to the way the industry is currently working, which are these large central factories. Ours is a distributed model, but what's key here is that everything is designed up front to be assembled using these. And what's important is all of that passes through a software loop to validate that the microfactories can build any of our products. We have hundreds of people working in our robotics department creating these flexible robotic cells. And these cells form the backbone of the microfactory. In a typical plant, you have an assembly line, and if there's any change to the vehicle, you actually have to change the line, which is significant capex and time. In an Arrival microfactory, using these flexible cells, we're simply able to reprogram the order that the vehicle goes to each cell and the operations of the cell itself, and we can actually produce different variants. The benefits of this approach is immense. A typical factory will use thousands of robots to do production. At an Arrival microfactory, we use 70. Robotics have been used in the auto industry for a long time, but what's different about Arrival's approach is the flexibility that we have. So instead of pre-programming all the robots to operate in a certain way, we're able to configure and use computer vision to actually produce freedom in the cell. So for example, what I've just done is place the part randomly on an autonomous mobile robot. And this is actually pretty significant. Instead of having to be precise in terms of where all the layouts of the parts will be for the robots to understand their process, I'm able to basically put it anywhere. And we use computer vision for the robots to track and perform the task. To enable the cost saving and the ability to produce our vehicles using microfactories, we have designed all of the components in-house. We're vertically integrated. So it's the hardware, the software, the robotics, it's all done within Arrival. And what you're seeing here is the type of components that we're building. So all of the high voltage and low voltage systems we design in-house. So that includes our modular battery, our BMS, traction inverter, DC-DC converter, human machine interface. These are all actually done within Arrival. Designing these in-house also enables us to upgrade the vehicle over time. So for example, with our HMI system, the human machine interface, if there's ever new technologies that come out, we're actually able to replace this component with the later version. That means all of our vehicles are also autonomous ready. Right now, the autonomous hardware cycle is on a 12 to 18 month refresh cycle, and the existing vehicle architectures can't deal with that. With Arrival, we're able to swap in and swap out those technologies as they become more mature. This approach prolongs the life of the vehicle and also saves the commercial vehicle operators cost in the fact that they can reuse the same asset and upgrade it over time. We're here in Arrival's composite factory, and what you're about to see here is one of the ways that we reduce the cost of an electric vehicle to help become competitive with fossil fueled ones. So to do that, we had to be vertically integrated, and we've looked at everything. So we've really questioned everything from the ground up. And what you're going to see here is what we're doing in terms of how we look at the materials that are used to make panels, which in the typical industry has been steel. And that's forced the requirement to have really large metal stamping plants and paint shops to be able to get to the fit and finishes of traditional vehicles. But what we're doing is something totally different and unique to the industry. So in terms of the production process, it comes off the roller, we laser cut it, and then through a series of robotic processes, we move it to trimming, molding, demolding, all done through robotics. When the panel then comes off, we've essentially got the shape and size that we need. So this is an example here of in-mold coating. So right off the mold, we're able to actually have this color inbuilt into the material. And what this means is that in the event that the vehicle gets scratched, for example, the color is actually part of the actual panel. So you don't have the typical scratches or scuff marks that you get, or paint that gets scratched off. So that means that the operator doesn't actually have to either respray this panel or even replace it. So that really helps the commercial vehicle operators reduce the total cost of ownership. This is an example of a direct comparison between steel and the Arrival composite. And you'll see in the typical industry approach, when we drive the truck over it, you can see that the panel itself is significantly damaged, and this will require replacement. When you look at the Arrival composite, with the added durability that we get, you can see that the form is basically intact, and with a bit of cleaning, you'll be able to use that vehicle as you were before the accident. And what's really interesting about this material is not only is it really durable, it's also extremely light. So this becomes a key benefit to getting added range for the same size vehicle. Here you're seeing a van door, again using the same material, and you'll also see we're able to get Class A finishes with this. So the same material can also be used in the interior, so we get the added benefit of using the same material both on the interior and exterior panels. This is an example of an interior liner that's basically done with the same material as well. Sustainability is a really important part of the Arrival ethos. And with this material, it was actually designed around sustainability in mind. So not only do you replace the panels less, which means you can extend the life of the existing panel, but when you do have to replace the panel, we can actually break them back down into their raw materials. We can use them as filler parts, or we can actually, using a chemical process, recycle them back all the way through the end of life, back to recreating new panels. So we use the same technologies that you see today, not just to make a van, but we also recently announced a bus. And this bus has really been designed all around the user experience, both for the driver, the passenger, but also the operators that use them. In driving down the cost, we've also ensured that these vehicles are also best-in-class vehicles. So for example, the van, compared to its competitive set, it has better payload, and it has better cargo volume for the same size vehicle. The bus has advanced safety features. It has a fully flat floor for passengers to be able to get in and out really easily. And it's a modular design, so we can quickly change the shapes to enable different local variants.
Let me know in the comment section below, do you think that Arrival has the potential to be the next Tesla or can potentially compete with Tesla? Let me know. But that's going to be with this video. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below and check out all the free links in the description box below so you can be able to get free stocks, join free Discord, and also support the channel on Patreon too. But I catch you in another video. Let's get it. Have a wonderful day.